In the corner back. Dreads, glasses, gray beard. Yes, yes. How long have you been in the truth? 5 years. Baby. Let me think. Let me look right here. You. Yeah.
Been with IUSC
How long have you been in the truth?
about 8 years.
8 years. Baby. You got brothers up here who've been in the truth for over 20 years. 20 years. So you want to get a 3-year-old or an 8-year-old. We don't hear you have nothing to say. Right. You have gone through nothing.
Well, alright, Shalom. All praises unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Honestly, brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Alright, this is gonna be a quick, really quick video, touching on what you just seen out there with Nathaniel 7. Now, when he said, you know, the statement, you know, when you are this, that, on the third old, we ain't supposed to be hearing from you because you're still a baby, man. Well, first and foremost, the people underneath Nathaniel 7 don't be doing anything. They don't do no videos, no shows, nothing like that. So that poses a particular question, man. Who is he speaking about? Alright? He's speaking about the men at GMS, man. Because if you check it out, look, hey, the elders get on Nate, alright? But also the younger men underneath the elders get on Nate. Because of what? Because the elders reveal these scriptures unto us. And in so reading the scriptures, you find out the simple fact that what the scripture says. The scripture says, rebuke them all, right? Hey, the scripture in the book of Psalm, was it Isaiah the 58th chapter on the first verse, cry aloud, spare not, lift up the voice on like a trumpet, tell the house of Israel pretty much where they're going off, man. All right, right. He says them pretty much something to the effect of another scripture that comes to mind. Them that are not on point, you're supposed to be rebuked before, man. I forget the exact wording of the scripture. So really, he was trying to get on. He was trying to get on, you know, the men underneath the elders at GMS. All right, that might have been in this thing for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. But really, when you get into the scriptures, you find out a lot of the people, some of the prophets that were on the sea, man. All right, the Mosai had them to where they were pretty much young, man. And he told them to go out and hit this word. Now, does that mean you come up against the elders at GMS? No, you don't do that. All right, because they're the ones that fed you with this knowledge. All right, but if it's you know, in terms of coming up against false doctrine and lies, hell yeah, you come up against false doctrine and lies, man. All right, now here's the example of Hawashai, and he was pretty much teaching people that were really, he was teaching guys like Nate, man. Now he was, you know, hey, and he set this, you know, the motion, he set forth the motion, and you know. So it says, but they supposing, and this is the book of Luke, the 2nd chapter on the 44th verse. All right, and see, Nate will say, "Oh, he's a baby." This is talking about the Lord Himself, man. All right, and you're going to see in the scriptures, he was talking to the doctors, all right, and they were both hearing and asking questions, man. Now you might turn around and say, "Oh, but that was the Lord." Well, you're going to see an example of Jeremiah, and Jeremiah, Lord said, "Don't say you're too young, man. Just go do what I told you to do." And what have you men, all right, been told to do? To go out and push this truth and push this truth in its purity, man. All right, as you've been taught by the elders at GMS, man. So this is Luke 2:44. It says, "But they, supposing him to have been in company, went a day's journey, right, and they saw him amongst his kinfolk and acquaintances, all right, and they found him not, and they turned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. And it came to pass after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing and them asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understandings and answers. So like I said, they were asking him questions, but he was responding. It says, and when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou dwelt with us? Why hast thou dwelt with us? And says, Behold, thy father and I sought thee sorrow. And he said, How is it that ye sought me? Was thee not that I must be about my father's business? Which is the teaching of this word, man. Alright, let me jump onto another scripture. Alright, let me jump onto the next precept. This is the book of Jeremiah, the 1st chapter and the 7th verse. It says, But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. All right. So you got this asshole talking about you're a baby and so on. So, well, Jeremiah was a child, so he had to keep his mouth shut. All right, because hey, you know, you would have had it to where some kind of order was still established back then in Jeremiah's time. All right, so you would have had certain guys that were supposed to be of an esteem, but guess what, man? They were going off. So the Most High set up his prophets. All right, and they got on them guys. Same thing with the elders. Now the difference with the elders is they've been doing this for a long time, man. But when they came up and they was going up against certain guys, they were young men. All right. So, hopefully I hit the point with that one. Like I told you, it was going to be a quick one. We just going to say, all praises unto Yahweh Shem Shai, double honor to the elders of GMS, all praises, all honor to your brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.